Well, hey there, YouTube. I'm going to show you my version of what I've taken all of the different videos I've seen on black soldier flies. I'm going to show you my version of a self-sustaining black soldier fly larva harvesting system. So let me flip over. All right, what you guys are looking at right here is the completed product. What this is actually the port for which the black soldier fly larva will climb out. This right here is the port for you to add food to. So this is actually a deck plate. And you take this deck plate off. You can't really see inside there very well, but it's in there. There you go. Okay. So there's a little ramp. You see the small one to the left. I call that my stairway to heaven. I'll show you why in a second. And then this big ramp over here, that one takes you over to there. So that's the difference. The larvae are happy eating their way inside, but if you want to throw something in there, you just chuck it in there and then close this cap. As we go to the top, this part right here is, let me see if I can show you. This one right here, that is the stairway to heaven one. So basically, let me take this cover off. This cover is so that way when the adults, they'll fly around, mate, and then stay in this contained area. But I can take this off. This is obviously very easy and quick. So inside here, this is the stairway to heaven. This is where the larvae that make it actually are going to climb out of here, this hole, and then end up in here in this nice little moist dirt pad, and they're going to turn into the flies. And then after that, this is little seeds I put in here. This is just clover seeds because I had a bunch of them. I was going to see what happens. So the larvae will lay their stuff in this bed, hatch, and then fly around, mate. Then the ones that are adults, the females that actually have eggs, are going to fly through this tube, go down, and that tube then goes inside our little container, again, in here, to the very top, and that's the end of it. So they'll fly through there, and then if I can angle it a little bit more, you can't really see. If I turn this here, let's see if I can take this lid off for you for a second. Okay, there we go. I'll raise the lid. The cardboard piece is where they're going to lay all their eggs. So then you can kind of do what you need to in here if you need to take this off. But this is essentially the entire thing. It's all set up. The larva will climb up that tube. I don't know. The only thing I'm not sure of is it does seem a little steep. So that's the beauty of this kind of stuff, is you get to kind of play around with it and figure out what works, what doesn't. But this is my design currently. The tube here, this is where they will, like I said, come out, and I'll just collect them in a little container or something. But I feel like the only mod I need to make is I need to make a coily, slower ramp that will allow them to climb up. So if you guys have any other ideas, that would be awesome. If you have something else, please show me. These buckets here are just ones that have black soldier flies in them. And so if you look inside, you can see there's a few larvae running around doing their thing. I've been testing different substrates, or basically the base layer of what's underneath them. So I took some of those coconut fibers that I got on Amazon for like $6. Threw that in there with a little bit of dirt and then a bunch of coffee grounds, and you can tell things are going on even though it's cold because the bottom of the tubs are actually warm. So they're down there eating, doing their thing. I've had them for about a week or two. They've been in the garage. Trying to keep them alive is not too hard. I haven't really been doing much to do that, but trying to keep them at a good temperature is more of a challenge. The other thing I need to show you, I put little holes all around here. They're small, but it allows it to vent, so that way there's circulation going. And then I'll just put this thing back on top, and arm will be complete. And like I said, this is supposed to be self-sustaining. So you just throw food in and keep going, and it'll just keep, larvae will keep coming. They'll just keep automatically. But the cool thing is that you can leave this somewhere warm and you'll catch your own flies, because in Colorado, it's hard to find these soldier flies. I don't know where they're at. So I haven't seen any show up yet. So I just ordered some on Fluker. I don't know if it's fluker.com or flukerfarms.com, but it was like $15 with shipping for like 500 bugs. So they were larvae, and that's what I'm using. So we'll see how everything works, but I'm pretty hopeful that this will do well. And again, I'm not in the South. You guys have a lot more advantages if you're somewhere where it's really nice and warm. Here in Colorado, we have some weird weather, so you can just kind of kiss that goodbye. But anyway, if you guys have any other questions, please post them. As always, please like and subscribe and comment, and I'll see you guys next time. I'm going to do another video next on the chicken coop.